Hello everybody, welcome to Fred's Foods. Today we're going to do my version of goulash. So people have been asking me, hey, do you know of any meals, quick and easy after work meals you can make for under $25 for a family of 4? So we're decided to do the goulash today, and hopefully all of you enjoy it. Thanks again for watching, like I said, and sharing these videos. So we're going to add some olive oil to our pan here. Grab some of these vegetables. Actually, we'll just bring them over here. I like to start out with some onions, red pepper, some mushrooms. So we're going to soften these up. So add these to your oil. And we're just going to soften these up a little bit here. Saute them, and like I said, I'm not really browning them. I'm just going to make them like translucent, you know, so they're soft and stuff like that for the recipe. We'll let those saute for a second. While those are sauteing, we're going to make our garlic bread. That's real simple here. Let me bring this stuff over here. So what I did is I cut a loaf of Italian bread into 2 halves, like so. Grab some butter here. Just spread the butter on the bread, like so. Lots of butter. And we'll just take our garlic powder, sprinkle that on the top like that. I like a lot of garlic, so we're going to do this. There. So I'm going to pop that in our broiler for a few minutes while the vegetables are sauteing. So there, we'll put that in there for a few minutes. Got to keep an eye on your bread, because I don't know if you're like me, it seems like whenever you're making a dinner, like at Thanksgiving or whatever, you put the rolls in the oven, everyone forgets about the rolls. We always overcook the rolls, so we put the stuff in there we kind of forget about. Let's turn the heat up a little bit on this. Okay, these are starting to get a little bit softer, as you can see. We're going to add our garlic, some garlic and Italian seasoning to this. Stir that up, mix that about. Like I said, all the ingredients, what goes in this will be in the ingredients section under the video. You can find them and what's in here. Okay. Add our Worcestershire sauce, add some of that. To mix that up. I like to keep these vegetables in bigger chunks for this type of a goulash. They're not super finely chunked, because I like a little bit of texture when you're eating a big hearty spoonful of it, so you get a little bit of a flavor in each bite. So that's why I leave the veggies here in bigger chunks. And when people like chop it up fine, I leave them in this particular recipe. I like to leave them a little bit larger. Add our beef broth. Heat up on this a little bit. This gives it that extra flavoring. Let's check on our bread. Starting to get done. a little bit brown. We're going to give it a couple more minutes, just like I said. I hope we don't forget about it. So let's put that in there for another minute. Okay, and I pre-cooked the ground beef. The ground beef, I already pre-cooked this for it, so to make it save a step on the video for everybody to see. So we're gonna add our ground beef to this. I like this also in bigger chunks as well. So stir that in there like that. Get this all mixed in really good. Oh, our bread. Oh. There we go. I think that might be good. Maybe one more minute. Let's give it one more minute. It says easy to forget. Okay, so we'll just keep stirring this together. Oh, it smells so good already. So I leave the meat and stuff in bigger chunks too, because I don't want it chopped up really fine. That way you're biting into something when you do bite into it. All right, let that simmer for a minute. All right, I think that's good for our bread. So it's got a nice crunch to it. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but that looks like some good garlic bread. So we're gonna put that off to the side. Again, I'd like to thank all of you for watching these videos. Sharing them with your friends, and the input and the feedback has been amazing. I really appreciate that very much. Like I said, if there's anything that you'd like to see me make, just put it in the comments section, or message me directly, and we'll see if we can squeeze that in. Like I said, send me comments where you're watching this from, and like I said, I'm glad you guys are all enjoying these videos. Okay, so we're going to do that. Does that look good? So now we're going to go ahead and add, I'm going to add some diced tomatoes to this mixture. You notice I always like to add one thing at a time, stir it up, cook it thoroughly. I try and cook it a little bit before I add the next ingredient. That way I know it's all getting, mixed around, and like so. I always make enough for an army, it looks like here. Always making a whole lot. I'm going to give this a little bit of a taste here, just to taste the broth and see what it tastes like. Very flavorful. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper though to this. Some salt. That should be good. Some pepper. Stir that up a little bit. I'll let that simmer for a bit. All right, we'll let this simmer for a few more 4 minutes, so we'll be right back. Okay, that's coming around nicely here. It smells, the aroma is so good. It smells really good. So that's what that looks like. Now we're gonna go ahead, I pre-boiled the shell. Now I'm using shells for this goulash. If you want to use rotini, rigatoni, whatever kind you want to use, I'm using medium shells for this. So I'm gonna add the shells to this mixture. Just add a little bit at a time for now. Looks like I should have got a bigger pan, huh? Let's mix that all up really good. Well, who doesn't like pasta, correct? Take a couple of these stragglers out. Oh, spilling some of it. And heat this up nicely here. Like I said, I try to do one step at a time whenever I'm adding ingredients. That way everything heats up and gets distributed, like I said, evenly, and all the flavorings get mixed together. If you just dump everything in at once, it kind of makes it harder to, you know, mix everything together and distribute everything. So there we go. Now you could add your favorite sauce. I'm gonna add sauce to this. You could add your favorite sauce. I'm using my own, the marinara that I like to use. Add that to it. Brand to be non-disclosed. And then you just want to add that as well. Let's start with one. Possibly may need to add another. Let's see, we'll have to see. It smells so good, everybody. Oh, it does smells delicious. If I could let you smell this through the screen. Oh. I'm gonna add one more jar of sauce because I like it really saucy. So I'm gonna add another jar to this. Like I said, use your favorite marinara. And I always doctor it up with my own seasoning and stuff anyway. So I had already done that for the video. There, that looks nice and rich. Nice and consistent. Oh, looks amazing, you guys. Now you can add more pasta if you want to. I think I could probably add few more shells to this, but I don't know, it looks kind of the way I like it. I probably could add a few more, possibly. Yeah, let's add a few more. There's room. Plenty of room. Add another handful or so to it. There we go. Stir that all up. Wow. Amazing. Oh, it smells so good. Like I said, you can make this meal. Look how you watch how long it took. Not that long at all. Nice after work dinner, real quick. For, like I said, this will easily feed probably a family of more like 6 or 8, because I made extra, obviously. So you see how much is here, and all the ingredients and the amounts I've used for this particular video will all be in the section below, the ingredients section. All right, that looks good. Like I said, I'd like to thank everybody again for watching these videos and sharing them. I really appreciate the feedback and the comments. And like I said, subscribe, it's free. Please share it. Like I said, ask everyone you know, or whatever that you share these with to subscribe, it's free. So let's take a sample of this, see what it tastes like. Oh, there's so much, it's robusting with flavor. So many different. All right, let's see here. Let's cut a hunk of this garlic bread to go with it. You can always garnish this with a little bit of cheddar cheese or mozzarella cheese or something like that, but let's see what it tastes like right now. Ooh, it looks hot. Mmm. Delicious. There you have it, my version of homemade goulash. Thanks again for watching. Hope you all have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Thanks again.